Today's reading is The Wisdom of Sundays by Oprah Winfrey. It's like my favorite book, my favorite inspirational book to read. And today we are reading the chapter by Brene Brown. And yeah, that's Brene Brown. That's how you spell it. And Oprah said, she asked her, what does it mean to dare greatly? What does it mean to dare greatly? To me, it means the courage to be vulnerable by Brene Brown. It means to show up and be seen, to ask for what you need, to talk about how you are feeling, to have the hard conversations. We ask people in their research, what is vulnerability to you? Most people think vulnerability is weakness. I think so too. I think everybody doesn't deserve your vulnerability because people may use your weakness against you. So sometimes we feel like it's a weakness too. Brene Brown was like, right? People think it's a weakness, but you know what? After reading Daring Greatly, what I realized first of all is I live in the space of vulnerability. And what has made me so successful is my vulnerability with the audience, for sure. And I think the vulnerability is the cornerstone of confidence. Hmm. You have to be confident enough to be vulnerable. I think that's what she's trying to say. Because you have to allow yourself to take the risks to be open, to live as a wholehearted person. When you can do that, you recognize that you are really just like everybody else. And that gives you the confidence to be yourself, which is all you really need in life, to be more of yourself. How many times have we tried not to be our very own self in front of other people? That's it. And you can't get to courage without walking through vulnerability. Period. Well, for me, I think being raw to people is a lot. Being like your natural self to people takes a lot of trust, and as she said, you need to be courageous and confident enough to be vulnerable. So you can't get to courage without walking through vulnerability. And vulnerability in our society is such a very untouchable word. People don't like to go there because you don't know tomorrow. People are not the same. Somebody that's vulnerable to you today, you could turn around and use their vulnerability against them. So I think few people in today's time like to be vulnerable because it's such a very heavy word, and everybody tries to hide behind people they are not. Because when people find out who they truly are, it becomes like you put your raw self there, and then people can immediately pin holes into the story, and you don't want all that scrutiny. So it's better to just put a facade and just get along with your day. So what Brene Brown is trying to say that we all need to be vulnerable. I think to be vulnerable to the right people too is also important because you have to pick and choose who your community is and how to relate to them, how to be open to them. Because not everybody in your community it should have access to your vulnerable times. I think that's also for like a healthy mind. Like most people just listen. People listen to take action. People listen because you put them in the spot to listen, but like for further implication, for further for them to be actually there for you. So being vulnerable to those kind of people who won't be able to be there for you, they are just here to listen and just carry on with their day. They may not even remember what you told them like 2 days ago. Those people can't be the people that you want to be vulnerable with. Those people are your community, but they are not like your inbound close community that you need to be having vulnerability talks with. That's why Oprah was like, most people think vulnerability is weakness because certain people in the community have turned around to make people that open up to them feel weak. Like, why are you worried about the fact that somebody didn't pick your call? Why are you worried about the fact that you called a friend and they didn't have the courtesy to call you back because they feel like you should move on. There are better things in life than that. But to you, you know why that's triggering you. You know why that is the problem that's kind of making you vulnerable at that time. And certain people may not understand where you're coming from. So I think it's good to pick your community and know who and how to be vulnerable in certain situations. So next time we'll pick another page and then we'll dive more into it. Bye.